In this presentation, we will be demonstrating two scenarios. First, how a 911 call is being handled today. Second, how RapidDeploy envisions the same call being made and managed in the near future through its platform. RapidDeploy is reimagining 911 as a central hub for communication of all forms, voice, text, and signals that make alerting 911 much faster and safer for callers, and elevate situational awareness and reduce response times for first responders. So let's start with a 911 scenario today. A 911 call comes into the 911 call center at 8:32 p.m. on a Wednesday night. The call taker answers with, "911, where's your location?" There's a woman on the other line whispering into the phone, and she sounds scared. She is seeking refuge in the upstairs bathroom. Her boyfriend just assaulted her and is threatening to further harm her if she tries to leave the house. It took her 2 hours to get away to actually make the 911 call without her boyfriend noticing. The caller responds to the call taker in a language other than English. So the call taker immediately takes a pause to conference in a translator, which can sometimes take up to a minute. The call taker continues to remain present with the caller, communicating what he is doing slowly and calmly, recognizing that she may not understand what he is saying, but may find comfort in the fact that he's present. Once the translator arrives on the line, she translates that the caller is stating, "I'm scared, please help." And the caller proceeds to share a brief description of her situation. The call taker says, "We will send help, can you share your location?" The caller doesn't know her exact address, so has to look up her current location on her mobile phone in order to identify the formal address. This takes at least one additional minute. Her hands are shaking as she does this. The caller shares her address and hangs up on the call taker immediately. The call taker calls her back immediately after to ensure he can stay on the line with her until help arrives, but receives no answer after calling her back 5 times. The call taker has to switch between 3 different screens and re-enter data in 3 different places to dispatch help to the address with the information and notes concerning this incident. The call taker dispatches this incident to law enforcement, and they arrive on scene as soon as possible. Now let's take a look at the same scenario in the future with RapidDeploy. There's a woman seeking refuge in her upstairs bathroom. Her boyfriend just assaulted her and is threatening to further harm her if she tries to leave the house. It took her 2 hours to get away to make a 911 call without her boyfriend noticing. She dials 911 on her mobile phone, then hangs up, choosing to text 911 instead. A 911 text call comes into the 911 call center at 8:32 p.m. on that Wednesday night. The caller texts, "I'm scared, please help," in a language that is not English. The language is automatically recognized as something other than English and translated to the 911 call taker in English. The call taker responds with the text, "911, what's your emergency?" "What's your emergency" is stated instead of "what's your location" because the caller's address is already pinpointed on the map in front of him on a single screen next to the call taker form itself. The call taker form at the same time is being filled in through automatic transcription captured through the text communication. The caller texts back, continuing to share more details of her current situation, and her texts are translated into English for the 911 call taker. AI recognizes the negative sentiment and language in her text as a domestic violence incident and triggers an automated response plan for the call taker. Law enforcement closest to the caller's address is dispatched immediately with notes regarding the current situation. The call taker informs the caller that help is on the way and shares an ETA of 10 minutes. The call taker also informs the caller that she's able to track the first responder on a map by sending her a link. Meanwhile, the dispatcher is able to see that massive construction is forcing a detour near the caller's address, as well as there are 3 prior records of domestic violence reported at this particular address. Dispatch is able to view all of this information on a single screen to inform the fastest and safest arrival on scene. All of this information becomes seamlessly available to first responders via their mobile device, and the police officer is able to take a faster route given the information viewed. During this time, both the caller and call taker can track the first responder as the police officer approaches the caller's address on a map in real time. Both the caller and call taker breathe a sigh of relief that help is near. This is the future of public safety through RapidDeploy. Thank you for letting us share our vision for the future, and we look forward to having you join us on this journey.